We also have with us today is Dr. Renato Solidum, DOST Undersecretary for S&T Services and a regular member of NRCP Division of Earth and Space Sciences. Dr. Solidum?
Thank you very much. We send our warmest greetings to the Honorable Guest, DOST Secretary Renato, Representative of Iligan City, Frederick Xiao, Mayor Celso Encia of Iligan, NRCP President Gregorio Del Pilar, NRCP Executive Director Mariate Sumagaysay, also to Dr. Nifa Bracamonte, the research team responsible for the results we will hear today, the city and barangay officials and residents collaborated and supported the researchers and to the participants of this webinar. The next disaster happened when the memories of the last one have been forgotten. Nangyayari po ang isang disaster kapag nalilimutan na natin ang huling disaster na nangyari sa atin. This saying reminds us that our lessons from each of our disaster experiences should not be lost after the next set of local officials have been elected. One of the best ways of retaining these lessons is to make them a part of our local and national policy and action plans. And one of the proven methods to put context into local policies is to engage the local community. All of us here have stories of our encounters with disasters. In late 2020, successive typhoons, Rolly, Quinta, and Ulysses devastated northern and central Philippines, dealing major economic and social impacts to community, especially to Region 2, National Capital Region, and Region 5. It was estimated that the economic losses in the agricultural sector alone was more than 12 billion pesos. This kind of narrative is repeated every few years or so in different parts of the country. If local governments have not instituted disaster risk and management plans, how much larger would have been the damage caused? A similar situation of 3 successive typhoons, Hunding, Violeta, and Winnie, devastated Region 3 in November 2004 and part of Calabarzon. A year later, DOST through FIVOX and Pag-asa, together with DNR, MGB, and the Office of Civil Defense, began instituting the Community-Based Early Warning System, or CBEWS, as an approach to build the resilience of the municipalities of the Real, Infanta, and Nakar in Quezon and Aurora provinces. This was done by building their own capabilities and capacities, including their local knowledge and practices after a period of technical assistance by the national agencies. CBEWS is a system for issuing hazard warnings that is co-developed with technical authorities, but managed and maintained by the community it gives importance to, the lived experiences of the members of the community who are directly affected by the devastating hazards, and recognizes that these are valuable evidence for community resilience or the lack thereof. Under the Project CBEWS for tsunami, flood, and landslides, under the READY project were co-developed and implemented in 12 pilot provinces between 2007 and 2012. And in particular, the CBEWS for tsunami has proven a few times when barangays evacuated themselves on the strength of their own decision to their identified evacuation areas when a tsunami warning was issued to their town. That example of community decision-making demonstrates that community-based early warning system provides communities and local leaders with relevant information of risks that they can translate into their own prevention and mitigation, and preparedness and response plans and actions. CBEWS helps us to reduce loss of lives and assets by ensuring that individuals and communities have science-based appreciation and science-based knowledge of what is threatening them, and that they are capable of appropriate responses to the threat in a timely manner, using the means that are available and meaningful to their context. In 2011 and 2012, Typhoon Pablo and Sendong, respectively, caused much damage in western Mindanao. The cities of Cagayan de Oro and Iligan were particularly hard hit. To assist the recovery and rebuilding of these cities, community-based disaster risk reduction and management efforts were introduced in 2012 through the Twin Phoenix Project. Similar to CBUS, implemented in Real, Infanta, and Nakar, the project used the same approach of directly engaging those who have experienced the calamities. The long-term fruits of CBUS and CBDRM stand a better chance of being attained when communities themselves sustain the community-based initiatives, making sure that residents do not forget the lessons that they have learned and they are continuously interested in maintaining the CBUS even during peaceful times. I will repeat what I said at the beginning, that one of the best ways of retaining these lessons is to make them part of our local and national policies. Today's featured research by Dr. Bracamonte and her team is a testament. She presents to us research-based disaster risk reduction and management policies to keep the residences and municipalities in the periphery of the two river systems in Iligan City safe in times of hazardous events. There are more than 40,000 barangays in the Philippines. There are that many spaces where community-based disaster risk reduction and management can be developed, tested, implemented, and scaled up. We hope that science researchers and community leaders and members continue to encounter each other in these spaces. The Department of Science and Technology will continue to support these endeavors to leverage on shared experiences and knowledge to achieve our aspiration of using science, technology, and innovation for safer communities. Marami pong salamat sa inyong lahat at magandang umaga.
Thank you, Dr. Solidum, and thank you for stressing out the importance of community-based preparedness.